The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Yes. Welcome. We out here bringing it down, y'all.
Hello.
Bringing it down. Thank you so much for joining us. You have joined us on a really great morning.
That's right.
Because we're all in a good mood.
That's right.
Or at least faking it.
I'm in a good mood.
Lindsay, do you have as busy of a day today as you did yesterday?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep. Busy day.
What was she doing?
What was all of that? School, pickup, workout?
Yeah. And you know what I realized? Okay, I will tell you about my day real quick. So I get off here.
Mm-hmm.
I drop the kids off at school. I go to my workout class, which I haven't been in weeks, so that was rough. Went back to school, checked the kids out early, which this is what I'm getting to. Went to the dentist, home for naps, woke up, dinner, soccer. It was just a full day. What I've realized is checking the kids out of school early is a pain in the...
Yeah.
You have to go through security, which, listen, I'm not complaining. I'm glad they have this lockdown situation, but you have to scan your ID. The guy has to check you. You're the same person. You go through this whole, metal detector thing. It's like a body scan. Then they got to print you out an ID, and then I got to go to different levels of the building. It's all for the dentist, which they're like, oh, the kids' teeth are great. Yeah, they're going to fall out in like 2 years. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Doesn't even matter, right?
Yeah, the pediatric dentist.
Yeah, a mess. Anyway,
now,
so yeah.
What are you going to do when the dentist tells you that one of your children has a cavity in a baby tooth that needs to be filled?
That is a great question. I was thinking of this last night because when I couldn't sleep, I was just turning. What do you do? Does it matter?
Well, it's kind of like when they convinced you at the age of 24 that you needed to go ahead and start getting Botox all the time.
Sure.
As a
Yeah,
preventive.
yeah.
I think the pediatric dentist has the same type explanation that they give as to why you should have a tooth that's going to fall out soon filled.
I mean, it's a good question because I don't want anything to happen to their gums or anything, but if nothing really happens and it just falls out, then you're good, right?
Yeah, I don't really know how it works. I just know that filling baby teeth just became a thing like 17 minutes ago.
Oh,
and I
really?
don't know. It could be I just didn't study up on it, but I don't know of a huge problem in the country that was caused to adults' teeth by not filling baby teeth and just letting them come out as they do. I don't know, but I'm sure I'm going to have all kinds of pediatric dentists and dental assistants and hygienists and all that giving me hell now in the DMs for saying that.
I would like to know. I mean, other people's opinion, because like you said, if you ask your dentist, they're going to tell you.
Yeah, well, ask Jody, my wife, because I think we dealt with the same thing. I don't know if our kids ever had cavities though, because Jody's such a freak about it. But Jody also, when she was a working woman, worked for a dentist, so she's got that as well. But I mean, but you want an unbiased opinion. Mm-hmm. So you get kind of stuck like, well, a pediatric dentist would be the authority, but then again, would the pediatric dentist be giving me an unbiased opinion, or is he or she just going to automatically say, yeah, let us fill it?
For sure.
And that really is a problem that's big in the country now because of Fauci and all of them. Is people are becoming more and more untrusting of medical people.
Right.
Yeah.
And because of all these therapists that have gotten in cahoots with the pharmaceutical companies to be just, declaring so many people have these mental disorders and all that need medication and all of that. it used to be you go to your doctor and whatever your doctor said, you knew you could count on was they were trying to help you. Now people question it a lot.
Yeah. And to that point, it's like when I was 26, going into that plastic surgeon's office or whatever, and they said this Botox is preventative and talked me into thinking it's so, if they would have just come out and said, no, you're going to love how you look. Okay, cool. You're right. I love how I look. Now I'm going to get it every year.
Right.
Be honest.
But think about how much money you spent on getting Botox before you even had the first wrinkle in your face.
Well, yeah, but I did like how I looked better. I didn't need any kind of, listen, I'm a sucker. If I like something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to try to give me, maybe it's not fully false information, but you don't have to, make it something it's not.
Yeah. So what was the difference between your face as a somebody in your mid-20s that had no wrinkles? How did Botox make it look better if you had no wrinkles to begin with?
I had wrinkles for sure. My before and after looked kind of different, but it wasn't severe,
Yeah.
I mean, I got a genetic.
She liked the way she looked after.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But I'm wondering how much of that had to do with the subliminal, seeds planted from what the doctor was telling her. And you see, and pointing out things that she nor anybody else would have noticed to begin with. Like, you see these little fine wrinkles right here?
Right.
And then, and it did straighten those out, but they were so micro to begin with, nobody would have even noticed it, including her.
Right.
Until that witch doctor got a hold of her.
Yeah. They love telling young people like this, when you're 80, you're not going to look 80 because you've trained your muscles with this Botox to not move your face. Okay. You've trained your muscles.
Right. Then you should be able, if you've trained your muscles, then you should be able to go a lot years before you need Botox again.
Right. It was such a, and I'm not saying there might be part of it that's true, maybe a little bit, but no, you just like how you look when you get it. Like,
where did they put those first injections? Where did you get them done? Do you remember?
Like on my face?
Yeah.
So I only have done my forehead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That Botox is usually like here up, essentially. I mean,
Yeah,
filler is more.
Yeah, like from the eyes up.
Oh,
like
I didn't know that.
Corner of the eyes up.
Okay. Nice.
So, yeah. I mean, listen, you hooked me. You got me, guys. Like, you know.
You don't need to give me the spiel anymore. I'm in it. I'm in it.
Yeah. I'm in it to win it.
And your kids are going to love how they look with fillings in their baby teeth.
Yeah.
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 They're going to love it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know I am pissing off so many medical people right now, but I mean, the facts are the facts. If you're not one of those people that, you know, fudges the truth a little just so you can get some, you know, raise your revenue level, then I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
But if you're like Fauci and them, lying because you got a you know, an ulterior motive, then shame on you. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure if our kids did have cavities when they were little, Jody got them filled. But I think I would have said why did we do that? Why, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and couldn't they just pull the tooth since it's coming out anyway?
I don't know whether you force baby teeth out like that. I don't know. But I don't know why not either. Depends on how old they are. I mean, you know, if your 3-year-old comes in with a cavity and they want to fill it, then he's going to be keeping his baby teeth a lot longer than your 5-year-old would be from this point.
Sure. So many questions.
But the pediatric dentist was also kind of a friend of ours, and so I don't know if we would say, "Man, get out of here! We're not paying for that."
Yeah.
No, play it.
Just like we're not paying for this dog food that they have allergies, and I got to pay for this expensive ass dog food. We did that.
Been there.
And then I was the same
that.
way. Dogs didn't even have allergies 17 minutes ago. What the hell?
Yep.
And dogs don't sneeze. Dogs don't really sneeze. You know that? When a dog sneezes, it's not a sneeze that just hits them like it does a human. It's a signal. Like that's what they do when they want to play, or they're excited to see you or something, or they want you to play with them and all that. It's not a sneeze like a cold kind of sneeze.
Oh, good to know.
Mm.
Look at you knowing stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I didn't read that anywhere, but that's what I've heard. Maybe we juggle that in the break here and see if I'm right.
Dogs don't sneeze.
Yeah, they don't do real sneezes.
They don't do real sneezes.
Yeah, it's not because they sneeze, but it's because they want to play. Fake. They do fake sneezes is what they do.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny.
Hey, look at me, always slaving over a hot microphone. Look, the big celebration and fundraiser for Peyton's Promise is coming up June 14th. We've been telling you about that. Also, I hate to nag, because I've been nagging this whole time. Make sure you go get subscribed to TJ Riggins Prime and Prime Plus, because that's where you get the information about tickets and locations and all of that kind of stuff that you'll need. You'll get that first if you're a subscriber. And you got to have that done by May 8th, because that's when the next round of information is coming. So go to tjriggins.com, subscribe to Prime and Prime Plus, get that info about the celebration time, and then the, of course, the big Peyton's Promise fundraiser. It's all tied in together in a nice little package.
We've been working with the Johnson Group for years and know that they are the ones who to call for commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and so much more. Learn more at tjriggins.com/clean. The Johnson Group provides the most consistent, first-class services available in commercial cleaning. That's tjriggins.com/clean.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A TJ Riggins Prime button to get to invitations, links, and all the great Prime Plus exclusive content. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
I get so excited talking about our Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville because they have the best products for the best prices. And I wouldn't just say that about anyone. You can find diamond engagement rings for the best prices in town. You can find birthstone jewelry, watches, men's and women's, fashion jewelry. They offer pretty much anything you can think of. So if you're in the market for any jewelry at all, check out our Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville. At our Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
Okay. Believe it or not, I was right, as usual. Very rarely when a dog sneezes is it to clear out nasal passages and things like that, like a real sneeze. Most of the time, it's a way for dogs to communicate or express excitement during play.
Okay.
Like
Good to know.
like a playful dance,
Sure.
you know.
Dun, dun, dun,
I'm going to start doing that.
It's my sign I want to play.
See, I could be a damn veterinarian. Tell me I can't. There was this thing that when people talk about actors and when they start speaking out about politics and things like that, and people go, "What do you know about anything?" And I mean, you get paid millions of dollars to play, act, and as much as I dislike most Hollywood celebrities, I always will say, now if they're a good actor, then it's more than what you would think. They're just up there playing. I mean, it's intense. It is a talent, and it's a lot of hard work for people who are really good at it. And this is what I'm talking about. There's a list of things that were gross behind the scenes, like gross behind the scene facts from TV shows and movies. Like, I didn't see The Paperboy with Zac Efron and Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman, yeah.
But there's a scene where I guess he gets bitten or stung by a jellyfish, and her character pees on it. You know, that old myth.
Yeah.
She actually did pee on him for the scene to get that reaction to make it real. So Nicole Kidman peed on Zac Efron.
Yikes.
In the movie Vampire's Kiss, Nicolas Cage ate a live cockroach.
Oh, that's even worse.
No.
You know the scene in Elf where Will Ferrell's eating the spaghetti with the syrup on it and the candy in it and all that? When he filmed that scene, he had to do it twice because he threw up the first time while he was doing it. During the first take, he threw up.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Halle Berry in the movie Jungle Fever didn't shower or take a bath for 2 weeks to get into character.
Oh.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into that.
I'd still take her.
100%.
I'd take her filthy dirty.
Totally.
Love her. In Night of the Living Dead, which I didn't see, obviously, the quote-unquote human remains the zombies had to eat were made of ham and sheep organs covered in chocolate syrup.
Oh.
And the zombies were played by crew members, investors, friends, and bystanders.
Oh, my gosh. Organ meat covered
I
in
would
chocolate.
not be nominating myself to do that.
No.
When Gunnar Hansen played Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he wasn't allowed to wash his costume.
That makes sense.
Yeah. He wore it for 12 hours a day in over 100-degree weather. So you know that thing was ripe.
Ugh.
Also, during the family dinner scene in the Chainsaw Massacre, the table was set with real rotting animal carcasses. And they filmed for 26 straight hours in that same 100-degree heat.
No.
So I guess they just went and got roadkill and all and used it as props. So you had to sit there with it.
That's so unsanitary. Ugh.
So Danny DeVito played the Penguin in Batman Returns.
Yeah.
And he had to eat raw bluefish mixed with mouthwash and something else. Oh, algae. Some kind of algae.
Yeah, he bites into a fish at one point, and I remember thinking, oh, that's obviously not real.
But it was,
sounds like it is.
It was.
Oh, yeah, he was so gross in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that dangerous? Oh, these things are kind of dangerous.
Well, I mean, that's their craft. That's their work. They got to do it.
Get sick, get a disease.
Hey,
from
look,
it.
you're paying me as much as they make in for these movies. Like say Danny DeVito, let's say he made $5 million for Batman Returns. So back then, and I mean he's not a $20 million draw. That's where they always say that's the A-lister, you know, whatever. He's an A-list, but he's not $20 million a picture, as they say.
Yeah.
I would eat if they said just eat the bluefish's ass.
Yeah.
and wash it down with mouthwash or wash it down with gasoline. I would do it.
Ugh.
I think the worst one out of all those is the cockroach.
Okay, well, I'm not finished.
Oh,
We're coming up to one Mr. Christian Bale. Now, everybody knows how much he puts himself into a role.
Yeah.
Christian Bale. So, in the movie Rescue Dawn, I guess it's a movie. I've never seen it. To make his character real, Lindsay, he ate real maggots.
no. I just got chills down my spine. You're kidding.
Yeah. So I told you that was going to be worse. I think that's the worst one.
I think I'd just throw up in my mouth.
Ugh.
Talk about unsanitary.
Yeah.
How are you not dying from the inside after that?
I don't know. Maybe that's why he's so cranky.
I guess so. I'd be pissed too.
He got tummy issues.
And Rainn Wilson, who played Dwight on The Office, always ate something stinky like a tuna fish sandwich before he had to film kissing scenes with Angela Kinsey for The Office.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, to make her so...
Make it seem like she was just, put off by him or whatever. It helped.
Wow, that's really dedication.
Ew.
Well, when Russell Crowe made that movie about he was a genius. What was that one called?
Beautiful Mind.
Yeah. That guy was a really tall person, and Russell Crowe is not that tall. So Russell Crowe, before he started shooting the movie, for a couple of months, rented a place and lived in it that had very, very low ceilings. So he had to kind of get an idea of what that guy felt like walking through low ceilings and stuff. So he walked around all the time,
Oh my god.
like Buddy the Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be good for your posture.
But put him on the map, man. Put him on the damn map.
Sure.
Russell Crowe.
I know I'm not watching that movie where Christian Bale eats maggots. What kind of movie that must have been?
Yeah.
Goodness. No thanks.
And I can tell you, I'm not that dedicated to anything. Nothing.
maggots.
Even for millions of dollars. I'm just not that dedicated.
Well, I used to say that kind of stuff too, but if they said, look, we're going to give you 25 grand, but you just got to go out of nowhere and slap the shit out of your mama.
Come on.
I would say, and nobody else, just her.
Just her.
Just
Yeah,
her.
that's
Yeah.
a good deal.
Yeah.
And then I would just, I'd cut her in on it a little bit. She'd
Maybe.
be fine.
Yeah. Where
She was like,
ass
okay.
face? What do you want?
What
Top
if
of
you
the head?
could never tell her it was set up, though? She would just always think,
Yeah. I'd tell her, I'm sorry, Mama, I was on dope.
God, I got to do this. Do you even say anything when you walk in the door?
You just
Her
got to
door-
walk
you just
in.
walk
Hey,
in and just, hey.
what a surprise. Wow.
Wow, no, say nothing.
Yeah.
And then explain it later. Yeah, I think that's
no,
probably
what
how
if you
I'd do it.
couldn't explain it later, but you can never mention it, but you get the money?
Yeah,
I mean, I'd still do it.
Yeah.
She's going to
Oh
want to
my
talk about it, though.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh my God. Mama,
I can't.
for everyone's safety, I can't say anything.
Yeah.
You just walked into my house unannounced and slapped me right in the face.
Even on her dying bed, she would still think you just slapped her in the face.
But, my mama would probably stand up and start throwing stuff at me. Hey, have you lost your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be a retaliation.
Yeah. I could never.
You couldn't slap Carol for
Not Carol.
How
not
much would it
Carol
take?
Sue. And my thing was, if I could explain it later, yes. But if I could not, could never do it.
Well, you think
would just
Carol
always
could do it
think
to
I-
you?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's a lot easier to explain. It's
She's
like,
like,
yeah, I did it
I'm
when you were
pretty sure
little.
I'm pretty sure I've been slapped by Carol Sue. So yeah.
She's like, good, I've been waiting to do that shit again.
So-
Yeah.
I'll do it for free. I'll pay you.
Oh, hey, Mom, I'm glad you're here. I was going to ask you, can you watch the kids for wham right across the face?
Yeah.
I guess you don't want to watch the kids.
Yeah. She's like, no, I'll take the kids.
Open hand Carol.
Yeah, I'll take the kids. You hang on to this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right in the kisser.
When I was 13, she was dying to do that. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you were 25, Riggins was dying to do that. I'm sick of her. So, kids,
Yeah.
kids,
Right.
am I going to have to separate
Oh,
y'all?
25.
25, you imagine? 25.
Mm.
Ugh.
Mouthy.
Yeah.
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 Worse when I was 13.
Way worse.
So, how old were you, Riggins, when Lindsay started working for us the first time?
What year was that? I couldn't even tell you.
So I was 27, 2012, December of 2012.
Okay, so I'm like 2 years or 3 years. Well, no, you're 40. I'm 37. So I'm 3 years younger.
Yeah. Well, she about
Yeah,
to be,
so I would've been
she
two-
about to be 41 in a week. So
Yeah. So I don't know. If she was 27, I was 23.
yeah,
or
she's
24.
she's well into her 40s now.
Don't say that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 40.
Mm. Yeah, well,
What's today?
in a week you're going to be in your early 40s.
Actually, in 5 days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, when are you going to the Bahamas?
On my birthday.
Oh, okay, you're leaving on your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
On on my birthday.
Fun.
On my birthday.
Fun.
Take us to Kokomo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You be careful swimming with them dolphins.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I hear they like older chicks.
Yeah.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins. Make your company part of the new radio explosion. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.